What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Authentic Effect with Alexander, the AAA Experience. We're hitting you up this morning, first thing in the morning. I ain't even get dressed. Look, I ain't even dressed yet. First thing in the morning, Masculinity Mondays. I'm making up. I missed last week. I've been taking a lot of stuff in. It's been an interesting time period over this last little bit. A decision got made within the transit and the process that I'm in to take a step forward with an investment and opportunity with my mentor that I had a few years back, as well as just taking an opportunity to step into my own space and grow into my own self with this new energy that I'm running. I can't be working in the same circuit that I was working in before. I have to expand this new energy into a new space and operate it within a new system that's, set up and ready to take this new energy in accordingly. So through that process, this last week and a bit, I want to say almost 2 weeks, about a week and a half, it just kind of fell back. And, I wasn't keeping up on my workout routines as much. The videos, I fell off on the videos. But through that same time, all those things that I was wanting to do as far as a grind and keeping a routine on, as much as they were sidetracked for a little bit there, within that same time period that I was resting and taking off and taking and grounding these new energies, I had a lot of other things appear to me, where I had a new apprentice step into the space and show up. I had conversations with old apprentices and making new plans with old apprentices. I had, brand new areas and experiences and opportunities form in spaces that I wasn't ready to be present in because my attention was taken away beforehand with other things, but because I had that downtime, that rest period, that open wide space, when these opportunities were presented, I was fully capable of stepping into the space and being present in there, and it really made a difference. So that's leading us into today's video, which is no judgment. Like the process that you're taking is the process that needs to be taken. The whole point that you need to look at is if you set your intention properly, if you're doing the work consistently, analyzing yourself, not psychologically analyzing, but taking these energy flows in and recognizing them for what they are, not trying to figure them out or place them in positions that we want the energy to go in, just acknowledging the energy for what it is, letting it be what it is, and letting it flow. Accept, allow, release, all without judgment. And the empowerment process that comes through that, when we're able to really take a step back from judging ourselves through the process, we can also stop judging other people. Because a lot of the times when we get wrapped up judging other people, it's because we're seeing projections of things about ourselves and our own characteristics that we would like changed. So to start that process off, we got to start it here. We got to stop judging ourselves. We have to be more accepting of ourselves, loving ourselves, understanding of our journey, knowing that in time periods where we need to take a step back to rest and create space, sometimes it's not always a bad thing. Is there the chance of falling into a bad habit of that and a routine of that? Absolutely. Laziness is still a choice. You can absolutely choose to be lazy. Sometimes it's necessary. Other times it's just because it's fallen into the paradigm of being the new routine, where it's easier to do that than to break into a new routine. We all know that. That doesn't just happen with laziness. That happens with anything else. That happens if you're a hard worker. That happens if you're working so hard every single day. You go to your job, you work overtime at your job, you're doing stuff in your downtime as far as like building things or working on side projects, whatever. You're one of those workaholics. It's the same thing for a lazy person to change into an active person. That difficulty is the same level as a workaholic being told to take it easy. We have to be able to find that good balance between everything. Too much of anything is not good for you. So in those moments where you need to take a step back and you need to take that energy and ground it and just let it flow, rest a bit, get ready for the next big segment that's coming your way, just do it. Don't judge yourself, just do it. I was having a very similar conversation like this with somebody about a month ago, revolving around the same thing, where she was telling me that she was falling into a state of retreating, and retreat seems to be the go-to response at that period for her. Okay, so retreat. Do what you need to, like, it's, it only becomes a negative context when we give it the power and we look at it from the perspective of being negative. There's a reason why it's called tactical retreat when it comes to battle. If you need to fall back, regain your composure, gain a better ground so you can hold that ground, then do it. Take a step back. Remove yourself. Retreat from the battle so you can win the war. And then let's even remove that context and let's flip the paradigm a bit. What else do we use the word retreat for? We use it as a vacation spot almost, as a place to go and recharge, re-energize, revamp ourselves, come into a brand new space, retreat from the distractions and the things that are causing a lot of the hindrances for the flow of energy that's trying to take place. So retreat from that and get to a space where you can let it flow properly and get into that new area. Do whatever it is you need to do and don't judge yourself for the process. That's the main point. Do what you feel you need to do, not what you're telling yourself you need to do, not what other people are telling you you need to do. Do what you feel you know is best. And I promise you, when you get to that point of listening to your intuition, setting your intention for the best outcome possible, and being authentic through the entire process, you're going to start to see things in your life that you weren't even thinking about in the first place because you weren't feeling them. And now you can. So I want to hear about it later. I want everybody to tell me how you're feeling about it. I want everybody to tell me how it's changing in your life. I'm going to keep everybody posted through these next transitions that I'm going through over this next month and a bit. Heading out on my big move, starting up this brand new transition in my life. I'm going to be keeping as much up to date as I can. I'm still kind of new to the whole social media lifestyle thing. So when it comes to doing the move and heading out there, I'm going to try to remember to pull out the camera and get some good recordings and get some good footage for you guys. In the meantime, I love you. Have a fantastic week. Stay motivated. Stay masculine. Keep that energy flowing. And we're going to see you guys on the next one.